Yeah? What we just recorded is quite possibly one of our best visual captures to date. A shadow figure can clearly be seen walking out into the corridor, and due to how
He's playing a video on the stream.
Hello. Yeah. What we just recorded is quite possibly one of our best visual captures to date.
Is it the delay?
A shadow figure can clearly be seen. We're going live now.
We are going live.
Right, hello everybody. Sorry for those slight technical issues there. We didn't realise we were live. There's about what would you say, 30 seconds to a minute delay. So whatever you see here happened 30 seconds ago.
We were looking at the stream, seeing the video playing and going, oh, we need to change the video.
That shouldn't be happening. Yeah. But we're here, 2025, live stream. So yeah, thank you all for joining us. I hope to see a few more people in the chat. If you've got any questions throughout the evening, anything you'd like to know, anything you'd like to say at all, really, pop it in the comments. And 30 seconds after you've sent it, we'll read it and respond accordingly.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think the comments will come through. It'll just be our
reaction to them.
Our reply will be delayed.
Reaction pending.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are. It's getting towards the end of the year now. It's been a very busy year for us, and this is the first time for a long while we've actually sat down in front of a camera and just had a chat.
Just looking, it's the first time since 2022 that we've done a Halloween stream.
21 was the last one.
Was it 21?
21, 4
I didn't
years
realise
ago.
it was that long ago.
Yeah.
It was the same before. Like, if anyone asked me when the last time we did a Halloween one, I would have thought it was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah. So this evening is just going to be us sitting down, having a chat with you all, and just talking about things we've been up to over the last year. Well, after the last 4 years, actually.
All things spooky.
All things.
A nice little concise 4-year catch up.
Yeah. It'd be nice to do a rounded 5, but
yeah.
Hello,
comment.
John Walton. Thank you very much. He wishes us a happy Halloween for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Lauren. Evening all.
Oh, hello. Yeah, Lauren and Jimmy are watching at home.
So is Hannah and Flo. But I don't think they'll comment anything. But yeah.
It's a full account.
Yeah.
Yeah, this year we've done some really quite remarkable places. We started off, don't know if you remember, back in, I think the first week of January this year, we did that village hall. Layham
Village Hall, yeah.
Which
I
is,
had my big mum coat on because it was cold.
Freezing. Absolutely.
Cold.
I think it dropped to -1 or -2 that night.
Yeah.
But I remember going out into the graveyards, halfway through the investigation, frost on the ground.
Yeah.
It's proper cold.
So yeah, that was a place that the Suffolk Spirit Hunters had been to before.
They now follow me on TikTok.
Do they?
Yeah.
There's a few people have gone there.
Yeah. It was them that I saw doing investigation, and they had some interesting bits and pieces happen there. They got a mist on camera. I think they had EMF readings around there as well. But it was the mist on camera they caught the interest.
Those weren't the guys that had the. It was in the main doorway as you go in. They had loads of EMF that was coming off a point on the floor. Was that another?
That's it. Yeah, that was Spirit Hunters.
Yeah. Yeah, because we went in to go check that, and
we sort of managed, not to say debunk it, but we managed to work out that
why there could be.
Why there could be.
Yeah, but certainly the mist they caught was really interesting. Yeah. But that's how we started the year off in a freezing cold village hall in the first week of January. Got a few more. Hello, Roger. So, Sophie, within the first 5 minutes of this stream, you've already been called a legend.
That's because I am a legend.
The backbone of the channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I'm not the
absolute spinal column.
I'm not the king creator, but I am the one who spends all their time and effort creating all those little videos and things. You might do the big important ones, but
someone's got to be the hype man.
I am the hype man. That is exactly what I am.
You need your big Flavor Flav
Bez.
Bez. You're the Bez of Shadow Paranormal.
Maybe that's what I should dress as for Halloween, as a hype man. Maybe that's what I should do instead. A big Flavour
Just
Flav.
like the loudest ghost hunting gadget you could get. Two REM
What, the
pods.
bat detector?
Two REM
Yeah,
pods
I'll just
strapped to
put
your
a
arms.
vacuum cleaner on my back and then it'd be like, there you
Switch that
go.
bad boy on.
Just carrying around a Dyson.
Yeah.
Oh, Vicky reckons we're all here for Sophie as well.
There you go. See, the people know.
I'll just go home then. Oh, I am home.
You'll just go over there.
Are you going to do that thing, about because James wasn't coming to your Halloween party, and if he wasn't, you were going to go and cry in your bedroom at your own Halloween party? You're going to go and do that?
Yeah,
I'm having a dance instead.
having a Halloween party this weekend. And
Open invitation.
This could go very badly. But yes, James initially wasn't coming, but he's come to his senses and decided it would be a good idea after all.
Yeah, I wasn't press ganged into coming into the party as well.
But you'd have been sacked, mate.
I was sacked for a little while.
Yeah.
Until you came to your senses, of course.
Yeah. And now you've been reinstated.
Yeah, that P45 was torn up straight away.
I have to hand in my badge and my ghost hunting gun.
I want that £75 jacket back as well, thank you. You know the embroidered one with your name on it? That's how much that costs.
The one that basically
£75.
doxes us whenever we go anywhere.
Yeah.
Trying to go into somewhere covert and you've got your name printed in
Look, okay.
78 font on your back.
I just thought it was a really nice gift.
It was,
nice
but
gift.
all I can think, because it does have each of our names in big letters on the back of it, what if we just swap jackets every now and again?
Yeah, you two could get away with that. I don't think I could.
I think whenever we go anywhere, we've got them out. I always do get the thing we're reps for a...
Yeah. But that's the whole point. Is there's been several times when I've been at the petrol station and I've got my Shadow Paranormal jacket on, and the woman on the counter will go, "Oh, what's Shadow Paranormal?" And I'm like,
or hello, Sophie.
Yeah, I get that all the time. Walking down the street, Sophie.
I get people come up going, "I love the band, James." Oh, that's my name.
Yeah.
So another big place we went to at the start of this year, which was somewhere that had been on my list for a long, long while, was the Woodchester Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
That was wicked, that one.
That was a good place.
We had the whole of the Woodchester Mansion to ourselves for the entire night. Well, to about 3 in the morning.
To ourselves plus the guy that was just on site.
Steve.
But he was out the way. He wasn't like a tour guide.
Yeah, he did the
no.
optimum way that you want a guy, like a person on site at a place if it's not.
He gave us a bit of a tour, but then he was like, "You're off to your own devices."
Yeah, we've been to places before where we've had someone that has to stay on site during the investigation, which is fine for security reasons or insurance or whatever. Yeah. But sometimes they kind of follow you around a little bit.
They haunt you.
Yeah,
as you go.
yeah.
It can get frustrating because you almost feel like you can't do what you've paid.
Well, you're under
to
pressure.
do.
It's like you've got a live audience with you there whilst you're investigating. But it was really cool. Woodchester is like a little room set off to the side, which is a break room with a kettle and all of that.
Well, even before that, the building itself, it's like turning up to Dracula's castle in a valley.
Yeah. Massively.
And all the gargoyles and stuff on it, and just the style of it as well. It was like someone's taken a section of Hogwarts and just put it in the Welsh.
Yeah.
It was Staffordshire.
It was Wiltshire, I think.
It's
Wiltshire,
on that border area, isn't it? Because it was a ways to get over there in a day.
Yeah, well, it's a way to get from the road to the mansion itself, because you've got to go down a track which is probably about half a mile long through the woods, and then you get out into this clearing, and you've just got a valley either side, and then Woodchester Mansion perched on the side.
Also, that was a great thing about, because it was such a big location that we turned up in the car, and if his name is Steve, the guy turned up to meet us there at the main gate. He was like, "Oh, you're right, guys. Are the rest of you coming along soon as well?" I was like, "No, it's us." What's 3 of you?
Yeah.
It's
that
us.
is a thing that
There's
we get
else.
quite a lot, is that people are surprised that there's just 3 of us.
Yeah.
And that we're not part of some massive paranormal group or whatever, and it's no.
I think that's the kind of theme a lot of the time at the moment, is it's larger groups going.
Well, yeah, because otherwise how do you make profit?
Well, so we went to another place, Grizzly Hall in Derbyshire, I think it is.
Yeah.
And we were waiting around out the front of the building. We were supposed to go in at 7, I think we had the building from. And we was waiting around outside, waiting for the caretaker or whoever to come and meet us. And no one turned up. We waited about half an hour. And they've got a social club attached onto the side of it. So waited half an hour, no one's turned up. So I went in there and went to the bar and said, "Oh, we're here for the investigation ghost hunt at the..."
No, you have to wait for the community.
At the hall.
And
she said, I'll send over whoever the man is that deals with all of that. He came round, he goes, "Oh, so who are you with?" And we went, "No, it's us." Yeah, but who you coming with? What's the group?
No, because didn't he say it was like you're gonna have to wait for the rest.
Wait for the rest of the group.
It's like, no, we are the group.
We are the group, and that's the thing that threw me a bit. It was like, well, who else has booked?
Who have you been talking to that isn't us?
Like, I don't get it. Like, are you a bit confused? Yeah, there are times when it is a bit like these people can't organise a piss up in a brewery, but you just have to kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, that was like one of those where I don't know whether there's miscommunication or whatever, but we wasted about an hour of that investigation hanging about.
But then I think the location itself actually made up for the fact. of that.
Really good. That episode is going to be one to watch. We did the Estes method with the spirit box in that.
Yes, that was like
because
I had of my year for me.
I had to wait like 6 months to even saw what happened with that, even though I was there because I was shut out.
You were the one who was, blindfolded and headphones on, and me and Luke were obviously asking all the questions, and we were there like, oh my god.
And you're like, something's happened, but I can't tell you what's happened. So,
For those of you who don't know, the Estes method is you get a spirit box, which is a device. It's basically a broken radio, and it'll scan through radio frequencies at a really fast pace. The theory and the idea is that ghosts can either use the static in the radio or certain transmissions to push their voice through.
It's supposed to like interfere with it, aren't they? And kind of direct it how the voice comes through.
So that's how it generally works. You play it for a speaker, but the Estes method sort of turns it on its head. So you have someone with a headphone on, plugged into the spirit box, so the people asking the question can't hear any answers coming through.
You're one step removed from having a bias.
The person with the headphones on can't hear the questions being asked. They can only interpret what they hear come through the spirit box. And we had a good 5 minute, what seemed like a conversation with someone that was there, and question after question had closed responses. They weren't even. It was. Can you tell us how many are here?
Yeah.
4, and you can't.
Yeah.
It was like it wasn't even like it was many or.
No. And then it was like, what are the names? And it reeled off four names. And it was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because I took the headphones and stuff off and like, yeah, we're right, didn't it? And you both were like staring at like, something's happened and we can't tell you what's happened yet.
The thing is that Luke and I gave it a go as well, and our brains are obviously not in tune to it the way yours is, because neither of us could make out any words or anything, could we?
You've got to be, I think, to do with the headphones on, you've got to be so fast thinking and, well, not even thinking.
So you think it's just like relaying what you're hearing as you're hearing it.
Hear it as you say it.
But then there's like a lot of times where stuff would come through and it's like, I'd say what I heard, but even then that wasn't close enough, so I'd sort of had to like run a couple of times, like maybe this, something like this.
See, my brain couldn't process the words quick enough for it to then come out.
Because as soon as you're hearing something, it's being overlaid with right over your ears, like 1,000 decibels.
Yeah, I think there's a knack to it. I mean, you've just got a natural talent for being able to do it, but yeah, that was
say what you see,
really good. But
say what you hear, very quick.
Going back to the Woodchester mansion. We have got a clip to show you, which was something we
got a clip show tonight.
Yeah, we've got a load of clips backed up and ready to show you.
It's not just watching our ugly mugs.
Yeah. If you watch the stream from the beginning, you'll see a secret clip that accidentally made it in during the technical issues.
Have we got comments as well? There's quite a bit.
We have, yeah. Roger has written Sophie over six messages.
Yeah.
And James has been called a party pooper by his wife.
James was a party pooper. He's no longer a party pooper.
I thought that was someone doing like an end train. Like, surely not in our comments.
But this clip we're going to show you now was recorded at the Woodchester mansion. The episode is going to be out in January, so you'll be able to see the full thing then. We were upstairs in one of the corridors.
So a lot of these clips might even be like.
So some of these might
previews.
Be new. Yeah.
Previews of the new series.
Upstairs in the corridor, you'd heard a voice from up there earlier on in the day.
Yeah.
Whilst we were filming the intro, we weren't even investigating.
Was that when we were like at the top of the stairs?
Yeah, and we heard. I can't remember if it was a woman.
I thought it was a
cry or a woman.
Yeah.
Say something. Like that. It was the female, whatever it was female. Yeah.
And we'd been up. I think we'd heard a couple of other voices from here, here and there. Bearing in mind this place is out in the woods, the only sounds you're going to get are from wildlife.
Yeah.
There's not anyone that can walk. It's a closed off environment.
And even then, the wildlife sounds where we were in the building. We're if you think about like if you're where we are now, you've got the outside there and the rooms there. This was like rooms on that side, rooms on like every direction was rooms plus one or
Another
two floors
floor,
up.
yeah.
So it's like even from the outside, you're removed by a few more. So if there was going to be animal noises, we would have heard them the whole night.
Yeah, and to be fair, there was, I'd imagine, probably about 9-10 times in the video where we did say, oh, that was an owl.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded like a fox. So we were completely aware of animal sounds outside, but we'll let this clip speak for itself. This was upstairs in the Woodchester mansion. To us, well, it sounds like a cough to us, but see what you think.
Something like coughing, like.
So, that was a cough at Woodchester Mansion, which it sounds like a cough to us. The only other person in there was Steve. I think his name was Steve.
It might not be Steve at this point.
We went down there straight away to check with him. We said, Steve, did you cough? He said, no, I've been sat here reading my book or whatever
he was on
doing.
his phone playing Candy Crush, I think.
Yeah, whatever he was doing. But no, he said, no, I definitely didn't. We had a camera in the corridor which was closer to him than we were, and that didn't pick up any kind of sound or cough, which if it was him that had done it, it'd cough.
That would have picked up.
He would have heard it. So the only thing that could have been would have been an animal. But as I say, we were so conscious of other animal sounds throughout the investigation, I don't think it was.
Yeah, I remember I showed that clip to my dad to be like, look, here's some evidence we've got or something. And he listened to it. It was like, sounds like deer to me. I was like, it's not. If you listen to it, there's no way. Even if you, because, I mean, you two still kind of live out in the Sticksy-ish around here.
I get deer. I had a deer out the front.
Yeah,
of the house.
Well,
you're not like in central like Bristol or somewhere.
No,
but like.
Yeah, it's random.
Even like where I am, that's even more out of the sticks. And like when I go to work, I'll walk through the woods at night, and you hear them all the time, and it sounds nothing like that at all.
No.
It's like a cough. It's not even just like a single hit, which sometimes like deer sound like it's just a single sound. But this is like almost like a cough clearing throat sound.
And you can hear a bit of an echo on it,
and it reverberates.
which sounds like it's inside the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the building was fairly echoey.
Yeah, it was like Dracula's castle inside.
Yeah.
There were so many like really, really cool places, even visually inside that building. Like you had like a chapel or like a mini church chapel thing was inside the building.
Yeah.
And then there was like that bit with a big mirror, and then the staircases, like they're saying there's like something out of Harry Potter style staircases going on.
It looked like a film set.
And there was like plenty of times where we were in there, I was thinking, if we're going to have anything happen ghost-wise, you couldn't have a more like cinematic place set up for it.
Yeah, it was, I think the fact we went in the winter as well, where it was like proper
cold,
chilly, it was like your ideal haunted mansion.
Yeah.
Well, Lauren reckons... was it Lauren? No, there's a deleted comment. Don't know who it's from, but I could have cracked the code of what that sound was.
It was me.
But yeah.
So then, after Woodchester was.
We went all
that's
the way.
my child ringing me.
Just put that down.
Do your priorities right.
Sorry.
She's watching, probably.
Well, she should be watching. And she's ringing me.
Comment,
Don't ring me.
comment
I'm
on
busy.
here.
I'm
comment
busy.
on here so we can hear from her.
Yeah, we went all the way over to Wales, didn't we?
Oh,
we went to Wales.
That was like a whole other level of trauma for me, personally.
What, seeing the Welsh?
I love the Welsh. The Welsh are probably, other than Scousers, the Welsh are my favourite people, right? But what I'm saying
this
is...
live's getting taken down after that.
The Welsh
being in a freezing cold room...
That was so cold.
Your wife snoring, Hayden snoring, it being -10, some bloke walks in and says, can we have our space heaters back?
I got away with not being accused of snoring. That's a very unusual.
Well, yeah, because you were in... It was weird, the setup for sleeping at that place, because it was like each couple had a dorm, basically.
Yeah, so is it out? Is it out? Yeah?
No,
it's not
that'd be
right.
January.
So basically, we all brought our partners along, because why not?
It was a holiday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a holiday.
Just,
Yeah. And if we're going to go all the way to Wales, we might as well make a trip
Take
of
the
it.
family.
Yeah. And so obviously, but I think it was like a dorm situation.
Well, they said because
or
the way that they have
situation.
it set up, I think the rooms where we were in was where the workers at the workhouse would have lived, but they kept it as a dorm for. They have like music festivals or something.
Yeah, it was kind of like a hostel they basically turned in. There's like a kitchen in there that you can.
No, I don't think it was a hostel. I think they said it was like every year they'll have like events that are out on the grounds of it.
Yeah.
And then people that are staying there instead of tents, kind of thing.
Yeah.
They stay inside the building.
Yeah, but you can stay there at any time of year. It is just a cheap hotel.
It's a cheap hotel.
It's literally just bunk beds in the room. In the summer, I'd imagine it's really nice, but we had a thermal camera and we registered temperatures getting to -2 inside the building.
It is one of the coldest sleeps I've ever had.
And like even
indoors,
even when you're body to body with someone, it's not warm enough.
No, but it was
not
like
warm enough.
it was an interesting experience because did make you think. Well, we're in a workhouse.
This is what it would have been like.
Conditions,
Yeah.
you know. So we got a message on here from Rick Shaw saying, "No one does things thoroughly. No one does things more thoroughly than you three." Thank you very much.
I was hoping that was going to be another one aimed at me then.
No one does anything as thoroughly as Sophie.
Yeah, no, I mean we try to be as thorough with everything. There's so much stuff that you don't see in episodes that we've already.
Which is probably for the best.
Yeah, well, but like we've thought we've had something happen, and then whilst I'm editing it, or later on down the line, we'll say, "Oh, actually, it was probably this." And it's like
my god, you are a cretin for that as well. For when I'll be like, we're on an investigation and we'll have something happen, and then there'll probably be like a 20-minute tangent when I go off of like seeing demons or something happens, and then I watch the final cut and you're like, no, I cut that bit because it didn't really work in the episode. I'm like, there's evidence that doesn't even make it to air.
Can I, talking of things that don't make it to air,
well, it does make it to air in a different way.
How many hours of footage do you think you've had to cut out of farts?
Oh my goodness!
In the last year.
What are you on about? We don't
in the last like 3 months alone.
I bearing in mind this is probably about 5 to 8 hours of recording.
Actually, Woodchester Mansion's a good example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's about 5 to 8 hours of footage on an investigation. So people do, unfortunately,
have to pass wind.
Yes.
If my wife dobbing me in,
What did she say?
We could always do an outtakes. I think we did years ago. We done an outtakes video. We're probably well overdue another one actually.
There's so much that we could put on outtakes. We're always going after him, saying like.
I know, because the amount of times when you're shooting B-roll and I'm pulling stupid faces.
Oh, I'll tell you what we have got.
Or the actual episode.
December. Right at the end of December, we've got a behind the screams episode coming out. Which is basically our visit to Wales where we've done the workhouse.
Oh yeah.
And that has got all of the outtakes in there. So
that's got a wardrobe malfunction in it.
Proper wardrobe malfunction. So bad that we did have to blur a certain amount of the screen. So yeah,
furry egg.
That's got
a furry egg.
Like a knockoff Furby.
Not for kids.
So yeah, we've got that coming out, and that's got all the outtakes you could imagine from one particular place. There's some really good, and it's just like a nice memento of the time we spent there.
Yeah, it was a really interesting journey down there. To be fair, it was a good laugh.
Yeah, the whole thing was really good.
Was good.
Which, like, I mean, half of that's the fun of doing this is just getting out and going places.
Yeah.
I mean, like for instance. Where was it that we went? We stayed at the Trucker Hotel.
Oh, that was Cannock Chase.
Like,
don't get me started.
There was like a whole kind of behind the screens, like story of stuff that happened. Just like staying at like stuff we saw, things we ran into at that hotel that like aren't on. It's not on the full episode, obviously, but. It's just so much stuff that ends up happening.
But that's the thing that a lot of people don't see is the places that we have to sleep. When we go like further afield locations.
that was That was one of the wildest
I mean,
ones.
we try and go as budget as we can with this because it's like...
Yeah, there's budget and then there's truck stop, like, you know, you haven't even got a toilet in your room.
Don't have
Or
a
you've got to
window.
go out. The room that I had originally didn't have a window,
I was
didn't
gonna
have
say,
a toilet, I was literally in a broom
As
cupboard.
I said, you want to like run through the story
Oh
what happened
my
with the two
God.
because you ended up swapping,
Yeah,
didn't you?
we're
You
not
came
going
and
to
said-
say, won't say where it is, but basically it's a truck stop.
Everything about it was really nice. It was literally just like
At a
Sorry,
bar
did we all
in-
just sleep in the same truck stop?
But
or...
no, it had a bar in there.
no,
it had
the
a shop.
like the staff were really nice. Like
Yeah.
no
yeah.
fault of like
No.
the people working there.
To
but
be
like,
fair, the young lad behind the counter said he liked my shoes.
Then we went to the room though, and that was where it all changed.
Yeah.
Um,
Rooms.
Yeah, because we had two for that.
Yeah,
didn't
there was
we?
one with two beds in and one with a single bed, and me and James were going to go in the room with the two beds.
Yeah.
And
then Sophie ended up in like
A broom cupboard.
and bearing in mind this was July this year, and
it was hot, really hot.
No window.
I ended up swapping with Sophie, and I regretted every minute of it. The worst part for me was opening the bedside drawer and seeing fingernails.
Oh no!
What? There was no toilet in your room either.
No, I had to
No.
go right to the end of the corridor,
Yeah.
the communal.
But I still technically didn't win because I had to deal with you taking a shit all the time and
the
leaving
time.
the door open. Just
I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, I can't. It must have been in the morning. You went and took a dump and you just left the door open and let it waft in, and I was like,
I was trying to get you to acclimatise.
yeah.
Well,
Honestly, I
weren't
don't
they
know
better
what
for me?
happened
Old
there.
trucker Tim had a big breakfast, and he was on the road for 4 hours later.
Yeah, because you were saying about in one in the middle of the night you're going to be hearing
Yeah.
on the side of the wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, we've
dear.
been. I mean, we've been to some nice places. The one we done in the cage in St August. That
Yeah, that was a really nice bed and breakfast.
B&B we stayed in was.
Yeah, once we finally got back into the place.
Well, yeah, that was.
As that story. I mean, that story must have been on a stream before. But
Sure, we done that.
Did you
on
want
there.
to retell it because it's a classic?
Yeah.
Just
this-
for any new
It's James
viewers.
being a pleb.
So this
what it
was
is.
this was 2018. We investigated the cage in St Joseph, which was allegedly an old witch prison. Although some of those claims have been proven
Since proven
incorrect in very recent years. But yeah, we were in there. Didn't drive at this point, so we'd spent 8 hours getting there.
Yeah,
on
and-
public
and
transport.
did it in like the most
carrying
like
gear.
like all over the shop way of doing it because we were going from
We
in
went to-
Haverhill to Clacton way.
No, we went to Cambridge.
You know what I was saying? Like,
Cambridge,
and then-
London.
we went
London.
down to
Clacton.
London,
Yeah.
then up to Clacton from
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And haven't we been out the night before?
We had a couple
We were
of
pretty.
tinnies,
I was feeling pretty munted. And there was like, yeah, what should have been basically like,
It was an hour drive.
yeah, an hour drive. We end up in London,
Yeah.
and then all the way back up to just across
Walking
the
through
county
a busy train station.
with your
Yeah.
big duffel bag full of
with
guns.
Big duffel, and I made a point of saying that out loud. But yeah.
Anyway, yeah, got there, met Vanessa, who owned the cage at the time. Basically, here you are, here's the cage. Really cold night again, wasn't it?
Mhm.
That must
Got
be
him.
heavy,
We'd
yeah.
been investigating there for a good few hours, and me and Sophie went and stood out the front into the little garden bit, and we'd finally got a little bit of heat in the building. So James followed us out afterwards, and I said, "I'll pull the door to,
But
just,
don't-
just to keep the heat in."
But don't close
And
it.
it just went
Click.
clunk, and I just remember looking at him, and then it took
And
about 5 seconds to sink in what had happened.
Yeah, and we made eye contact, and then we both looked at James and were like, "You've just
No, that's right. We'll get you eating.
you've just shut the door, mate. We ain't got keys."
What was the one thing she said? Don't
Don't
shut
shut
the
the
door.
But she had said this way earlier in the day.
So we had to get a taxi,
Oh.
which I don't know was like 30, 40 quid, all the way to
Wherever she lived.
Clacton to get the keys,
Yeah.
to then go all the way back and let ourselves back in.
Yeah.
And we didn't even have anything happen that
No.
night. But what a story!
Yeah.
What? Alan's funny. Yeah. Oh, there's so many good stories from times before as well. It's like we were saying about stuff that you don't see on the camera. Like when
Yeah.
when yours or Luke's car got invaded by trolls.
Luke's car. I've told many
You
people
started
that
going
story.
mental.
Yeah, but so basically, we were going. Where were we going?
This was Minster Lovell
Yes.
in
Oxford.
Oxfordshire.
That was
Yeah,
a funny
Oxford.
old place. That was.
Yeah. So we were going to Oxford. Big up, hometown.
Big up
Um,
Oxford.
Well, that's where I was born. And did we stop once or twice? I can't remember if it was once or twice.
We went to a pub and then we went...
Yeah. So we stopped at services, didn't notice anything. Got to a pub, didn't notice anything. Then we got to location, got out the car, didn't notice anything.
Notice anything about... Anything strange about the car?
Anything strange about the car. And then I was like, there's a troll. Like one of the little old...
troll.
Tiny trolls. And then I was like, and then there's another. And then there's another. And I was like... Look, someone's broken into your car and put these trolls in here. I think there was 5 in total.
I wish I would have been more comfortable with someone breaking in and stealing something out of my car. I felt slightly violated of the idea that someone's broken in just to leave tiny plastic trolls.
It got to the point where I messaged Vicky and I was like, "Are these yours?" Because I'm so concerned. And eventually, James is just really good at gaslighting, and he'd throughout the whole journey.
I prefer the term acting. Darling.
Throughout the whole journey, he'd been placing these little trolls around the car, like in my hoodie or.
That was the thing. For such a long time, I was sitting in the back, putting them in your hood.
To yourself,
I was putting them in your hood, and then they would fall out your hood and land like in other bits of the car. And then, like I think as we got out to the location, I was like, put a final one on the seat, and I was like, they can't miss this, surely.
Yeah, and that was when I spotted it. When we got back in the car.
That one was sitting on your seat when we got to the services, and you're like. There was no troll on my seat. And was I put it there?
I didn't feel it underneath my fat backside.
Yeah, and now they're all hairs are all tied together on your.
Yeah, I've only got 3.
Oh, have you lost one?
No, so I've given one away and I've lost one.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for the car cleaning guys to find it because I think it's somewhere under the passenger seat.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's got
somewhere in there.
The legend will continue.
Yeah.
So. We've got a few other clips here that we can have a little look through.
Clip show.
Somewhere else we returned to this year for mine and Sophie's 3rd visit. Your 2nd visit was Santon Church in Norfolk.
I always feel like I've been there a lot more times than I have, but probably not.
Yeah, I think we may have gone 3 times actually. This may have been our 4th visit.
Certainly
our 3rd time with the legend that is Eddie Mallett.
I've been there twice with him and then once with
once on our own. But yeah, we went back there again this year, 3rd investigation. Had a few interesting bits. I'm yet to go through the footage, so we may have caught things on there that I'm not aware of yet.
That was a quietish night.
For Santon Church.
In previous visits, it's been quite an active location.
I will always, and I'll stand by this, the first night we were there, it was me, you and Eddie.
Yeah.
The stuff we had happen, we had some of the clearest EVP I've ever heard. Which is, I'll put this clip up here for you now, just so you can hear how clear some of these EVP are. This was, to us, what sounds like a lady's voice, either crying or moaning or something like that.
Do you know how long ago this was as well?
7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Oh right, okay.
So yeah, I mean, we heard this at the time. So
it wasn't just like recorded.
It wasn't like a sound that was mistaken and recorded and onto camera. We heard this at the time, which was on that first visit. The magnificent thing about that church was you were hearing voices coming from all over. And again, it's one of those where there's no people walking past outside.
It's out in the sticks. There's like one house behind, but that's it.
Yeah, and but here we are. Yeah, this is that clip all those years ago.
When, just now?
Eh?
Just now?
Yeah. Did you hear it?
I didn't hear it, no.
You didn't? That was loud.
Oh, no.
The voice we just recorded was also captured on Eddie's static night camera and comes across much louder here, which locates the origin of the voice somewhere towards the back of the nave, a place where no one was standing at the time.
In Beer in Me.
Right.
Can we turn it round and just show it everyone? Because he's excited
Can
about
you
it.
show it everyone?
Do a little show and tell.
I don't know how well it's going to pick up on there.
So James's surname is Pusey.
Yeah,
and on this
pint live on stream.
pint glass, it says
Booze in the pews.
Yeah.
Which is accurate. It's not my glasses from.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway.
Go back to what we just shown you before everybody forgets. That was the clip from Santon Church, which I think that's one of the best EVP we've ever recorded.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of other people have had similar things at Santon Church. Eddie Mallett, I think, probably could write a book on his investigations.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
So am I. He's been there. Well, he's been investigating there since about 2011, 2012, and he probably, I should imagine, goes there. I don't know, 15, 20 times a year. So he's got.
Yeah.
Well, I think he would if he could. He loves that place. But yeah, shout out to Eddie. I know he's not been particularly well known lately, but
he's had quite a eventful year.
Yeah, but I'm hoping we can get out with him again. Hopefully next year, trip 4 at Santon Church. But it's been a lot quieter there the last few times we've been. It's like it's another one of those places where activity seems to come in waves. It all go up and down.
Something that we've talked about before with locations is how it's almost got like a battery life, and over time it runs out. And
yeah. If you get like loads and loads of groups and loads of people going to a place, it seems to like deplete its wanting to do stuff. Like any place we've been to that's been a really apparently like a super active, there's a load of people going to loads of activities. They're just dead when we turn up.
Well, all of these big ones, big places you pay for to go to. Most of the best things we've had have been in little places or like unknown places, haven't been investigated.
And even then, those places like Little Cornard, that was kind of like a brand new fresh one that we started going to. That was super active at the start, and then over the years it kind of just like petered down.
Yeah, first 2-3 years, loads. Every time you go there, something would happen without a doubt, and
like really like big stuff as well.
Yeah,
like,
and then it just petered off. It just dropped off one day, and it just completely fizzled out. We've got a few comments on here. We've got one from the Suffolk Spirit Hunters.
Hello. You follow me on TikTok.
We were talking about you earlier. It says, hey guys, we'll look forward to seeing your Santon Church video. That place is on our bucket list.
Do it.
Yeah, arrange a visit there or sort out a visit there. It's well worth it. It's a tiny little place as well.
And it's usually just like open, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's one of the ones that's quite
there's a certain time of year
accessible.
When bats are there that it's
I think the bats are in the summer months, so as long as it's any time in the winter and spring, you're good to go there. But yeah, really recommend it. I think you'll get something there, definitely. Hopefully you get something like that EVP, because like we've been chasing that for
8 years.
8 years since we recorded that. We've been wanting something else like that there, but we've not quite got it yet. But could be on your visit, you get it. Which is the great thing with doing it, because you never know if you go somewhere, this could be the day where we record what we're after.
And then all the other ghost groups get to look at your video and go, you lucky bastard.
Yeah.
The ones that
but that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Average Gamer said Sophie always looks creepy in night vision.
The eyebrows.
Not wrong.
It's the eyebrows. They look.
But then the thing
terrifying.
is, like, night vision makes everyone look like got cataracts a lot of the time.
Night vision makes Luke look like he's not wearing any trousers.
Yeah, it does.
What can I say? Like to strip down at night.
You know, I think I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the eyebrows, because I say that to you quite often, don't I? I'm like, why have you made me look like that? And then you go, that's just how your face looks.
It's just night vision. I can't do anything about that.
Right.
He has a filter set up for every time you're on the screen.
Do you know what I mean?
I'd get accused of like manipulating video footage
Do
if
it.
I'd done that.
Do you know what I mean? Fix my eyebrows. God.
Okay, so Rick Shaw said, sometimes I wonder about Little Snoring Church in Norfolk. It was used by the RAF during the war. Can't say I've ever heard of that church. Little Snoring.
The name rings a bell a bit, but not
Do you want
the
me to
church.
write that down?
Write it down.
Yeah,
It's
it was
going on the
popular.
list of places.
Right.
I can't say I've heard of Little Snoring Church.
Is it Norfolk? Yeah.
Yeah.
But going on to that, there seems to be so many haunted places that are tied to the war. We've been to probably about a dozen RAF bases, and all of them seem to be very, very active.
Yeah.
And I know a load of other places over here as well that aren't necessarily bases.
Actually, that's a good.
I was just thinking that we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah. That's a good crossing over point to possibly talk about where we last went.
Oh yeah,
like last week. That was an
Last
RAF
week.
base, but that was like. Where was that? So that was RAF Bungay.
Bungay.
And so we've went down, up to RF Bungay for a couple goes now.
About 3 weeks ago.
It was the first go.
It was the first go.
Yeah, and that was
amazing. Exploring wise, urbex wise.
Not even to do with like the paranormal side of it, but just the fact that it's so rare. After doing this for 10 years or whatever now, to go to a location and one, not find the place you're looking for, but two, find somewhere completely different that you've never heard about before, that you've never seen anything about it, and the location itself is like mind-blowing, because we basically just kind of got lost trying to find the RAF base at RF Bungay, and because of that we ended up walking off the beaten track and down past the little old farm buildings, had a look through those, and then there was through the darkness at the side of where we could just see there was like a side of a house. I thought it was just a farmhouse.
That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking any second there's going to be like someone come down from there, there's going to be lights coming on the windows, and so we're like, well, we'll go around and have a look. And the first thing that appears is a shed that's just full of like auction pieces and like church pews and all sorts of stuff that's just left there with like sold tags on it. And then going around further as we're like cautiously approaching the house, I was like, any second there's going to be like security lights going to come on, there's going to be a car pull up, something like that. Nothing like that. We get close to the house. The house is completely abandoned. It's a 3-story
16th century.
Slightly post-medieval, like manor house that's there with no graffiti. I mean, it's overgrown and just like damaged from time.
Had this massive wooden cross stuck on the front of the house as well, didn't it?
Yeah. But like the scale of that building, it's the sort of thing that you see in. I don't know why, it's like we see a lot of like American videos, or a lot of videos from up north. You get a lot more of that where it's like old asylums, old hospitals, but like the kind of grandiose house styled ones. But yeah, to have something like that down our way, in which it seems to be such a black spot for having good locations, because so many of them get developed really quick, get knocked down, new builds built in it, or like they're fenced off in 5 minutes as soon as they get abandoned. So for something like this, it was like
a rare find.
I sort of couldn't really believe
that we'd found
what we'd stumbled upon, and then we tried to look it up, and I think the only thing we could find, like you found, it was like auction listings.
Yeah.
So it must have been it was someone's project they were working on, and then it's gone back onto the market for sale. But it was 750,000.
Yeah. It's like just over or just under $750,000.
Yeah, and like aside from the time-based historical damage to the building itself, it was like intact. There was no graffiti.
The building itself went back to, I think it had medieval. Because they had a blooming abbey in the garden, the ruins of the abbey.
I thought it was like a folly that had been built there, but it was an actual
abbey. And some of the material the house was built with used material from the abbey. So the actual construction of it dates back to the medieval times. I think the majority of it was 15. So that's still 600 years old, this house we were in. And then it's been added on and added on.
It was just
trippy
years. Finding somewhere like that just going out on like a recce investigation, basically. Like we never have that happen.
No.
Not down here. Like maybe if we go up north, it's like just go look around a village. Oh look, there's a little house here. Yeah. But like not in Suffolk, Norfolk area. No. Barely ever get that. So that was like a godsend that happened that week. And then the week after, 2 weeks after that, then we actually we found RF Bungay on maps. And then that's when like our Splinter Cell mission.
And it was very.
God.
Is it James Bond? You know, with the
yeah.
Well, Johnny English more like.
Yeah.
But
you
I'm the hero in that one again.
Well, I mean, you say that, but it's a good job you're not of the male persuasion, because otherwise you've castrated yourself on that fence.
But
no, I'm bruised. I'm still bruised. I'm still bruised. I can't show you. It's inappropriate. I will get done for it. But I'm still bruised.
So the RAF base itself, there's 2 sections of it. The side we went on initially, which is where we found that abandoned farmhouse. And then...
Well, it covers like a massive area, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, right over the other side of it, there are more buildings, which I think, looking at it, is an RAF Bungay Heritage Centre. I think they're turning it or trying to renovate the buildings.
It's almost like they're just like half preserving it to just exist without knocking it down.
I don't quite know what they're doing, but we managed to get onto the site there.
Painfully.
Won't say how, but we did get onto the site there.
Yep.
There's a great big chicken factory that looks onto it. So floodlights are, coming in. So the noise from the factory was horrendous. So it's like it wasn't an ideal place to investigate anyway.
And you're just so on edge the entire time because it's so lit up from security lights. Any vantage point that you're on the site, like it just feels like
it's constantly in your mind that someone can see you at like any given moment.
Yeah.
And then we went through the site, went into a couple of the buildings. Nothing particularly of interest there, but it was nice having a look around, you know.
But we kind of distracted most of the time with the thought of like this feels sketchy.
We couldn't focus on anything there. Like an investigation was out of the question because we just weren't in the mindset to focus on anything. Like you said, that was going on in the buildings. It was like, is someone going to turn up and tell us to go? But we went right over to the back of the airbase, to like a massive hangar, and James was just about to go in.
I literally took a step through the door.
Sophie turned around and said, "Is that a camera?" And I don't know how you spotted it, but on one of the buildings there was this red and blue light flashing.
Yeah, like it almost looked like there was a cat ball in the sky.
Yeah,
it was doing that red and blue flash, and then you used the
used it point of the night vision.
Night vision, you can see the IR coming off
and it was a night vision camera. So we were like, well,
that's it. Game over.
It's either going to be an infrared light trips wire. So
it's going to be triggered when we enter the building, or they've already seen us.
The fact that it had the blue light flashing on it, I think it's already like it's already.
So we were just like, we'll just go, which is unfortunate, but I mean, we couldn't have investigated there anyway. I don't think.
That's when I hurt myself.
Sophie.
If I was a man, oh Jesus wept! I tell you.
Climbing over a fence made of old rotting pallets, it broke and you slipped, and you landed hard.
Slipped.
You landed hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt that.
Yeah.
So that was, and
that
was the end of that.
You were both just there,
laughing.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm in pain. This is actually
unfortunately, you have no idea how funny that was to see happen.
Yeah.
You should have got a better feel on it. Set off for £250.
Next time either of you two ate your testicles, I'm just going to laugh.
Doesn't
like you wouldn't.
Doesn't happen all that often.
I don't. I'm a very kind and caring, compassionate person.
Suffolk Spirit Hunters have said, we'd like to have found out how active RAF Bodney was at night, but we had to leg it due to what appeared to be people looking for us. Jose was also there and have never seen him move so fast.
The MOD.
Well, it's on an MOD site.
But we had a sort of situation.
Yeah, we got caught.
We?
Well, not caught. We got talked to by the police.
So we'd got there, filmed day stuff.
Yeah.
Then come back, did the investigation, and as we were leaving, that's when the police turned up. But we were just parked in the lay-by.
We were luckily we were like on our way off. Yeah. As they turned up.
And they're like, "What are you doing?" And we're just like looking for Cambridge. We're lost.
About 50 miles off.
Yeah.
But yeah, RAF Bodney was a great place. That was where we had what I think was a prime example of a stone tape haunting. Mm-hmm. We heard the sound of a clock ticking after we played a certain piece of music, and it happened both times we played that piece of music, which is a wartime song. Yeah. We had this clock ticking.
And you sort of linked it partially to D-Day.
Well, we were on there on the anniversary of D-Day, or the night before D-Day. It's one of those things where you romanticise a haunting, and I was like, is it counting down the seconds to D-Day? No, I don't think it was, but I do think it was a stone tape haunting. I think it was, and it's such a weird thing, a clock. It's not even like
it was so clear.
A person or footsteps. No. It was a clock on the wall in a building that's completely void of anything. It's just a brick structure now. There is nothing else in there, and it was a definitive sound of a clock ticking we heard.
That was very strange, that one.
But yeah, I mean, as Suffolk Spirit Hunter said, it was on the MOD site. So to get out of there, I think you've probably done the right thing. That
was the one we went in the underground tunnels.
Yeah.
That was like
a struggle to get out.
Yeah. That was almost calling out the fire
brigade. I didn't go in that one.
I don't blame you.
That because I was like, I ain't gonna fit.
It was because it was like it wasn't even like into the tunnels at the ground. It was like you go into the ground and then drop down 5-6 foot.
Yeah. And the worst thing was there's nothing interesting in there anyway.
It's frogs.
Well, that was it. Yeah.
Frogs and water.
And I was just there filming you two climbing in and out like you've been reborn.
You're like coming out of the ground. Yeah.
Rick Shaw has asked, have you ever had an overpowering, uneasy feeling while investigating?
think you two have been letting off.
Probably. I can't.
Loads of places.
I could think of a few, yeah. Like Little Cornard when we were there with Jason, and everyone was like, "We got to go now."
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
It's so difficult to pin my finger on whether that's because of something paranormal in the environment, or whether that's because of where I am, and it's such a difficult thing to pinpoint.
Yeah.
What's what on that? I know that I feel uneasy, but to say why I feel uneasy, I can't.
Do you mean as in because it's a location you haven't been to before and there's that kind of apprehension about it? Or,
Just
or like actually something in the
As we were saying with RAF Bungay, I felt uneasy there.
Yeah.
But is that because it's paranormal or is that because of security?
Because of where we were.
I think we could
were.
pinpoint
Um,
there.
But,
then-
but there are times when you can't.
But then,
pinpoint
for
it.
example, I'm trying to think of a good example.
Somewhere we felt really on edge. I mean, there was...
Kelvin and Hatch bunker, for example.
I was going to say, when...
Yeah.
Fight or
I
flight.
felt
Yeah.
uneasy there, but for no reason. It's like, it's just rooms.
Yeah.
There was no
For
reason
me,
to
I
feel
think
uneasy.
it was the dummies that were there, and obviously being so far underground, and it's like if something happens and you're on the bottom, you've got to run up like 4 flights of stairs.
So again, I would say I felt uneasy there at the time. I was thinking for no reason, but then when you look at it in hindsight, is it that you can't just quickly get out of there? You've got to go flights and flights of stairs. Is it because there's so many mannequins and as you look around it looks like there's people in there with you?
Yeah.
Like, are these the reasons you feel uneasy? But there have been other occasions where I've just felt uneasy and I can't even put my finger on it.
Beacon Hill Fort, when we did the public kind of people
Yeah,
coming along, that
that
was a
was-
weird one. We were kind of being tailed by something for a lot of it. And everyone, it like rippled through the group. Everyone was suddenly like... like domino effect. Everyone was then getting more on edge going around.
Yeah, that was one that certainly had that air of uneasiness about it. Because this was probably about this time last year. We'd done a public investigation at the Beacon Hill Fort. Had about 10 people came along?
Yeah, roundabouts.
Between
Between 8 and 10.
Must have been about 4 or 5 people saw someone down the other end of a little bit further down the fort. They saw someone standing and they walked to the left. I didn't see it. 5 other people saw this person there, and it was it that the person? Because it was like someone else is in here with us, and there wasn't anyone in there with us. But 5 people.
Well, there shouldn't be.
There should. Well, the gate was still locked.
Yeah.
And there's no other way in there unless you're going to swim in the sea and come back up. Which probably not the best idea at this time of year. But that was really weird that 5 people saw this figure. That put the willies up us because it was.
Then you've got 5 people's testimony in real time.
not-
There's something over
We're
there.
not alone in here.
I mean, it's even like when you and Jason saw that little corner. You and him both saw that.
Yeah.
goblin
In
thing.
fact, Little Cornard. No, this is one place I do remember actually having to step outside. This
we
was.
were like, we need to take a break now, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. This was. This was just myself and Jason.
I think I was in the car.
No, this was just me and Jason.
Oh,
went,
okay.
About.
There was one
I don't
time
know,
we all went
We
there.
had the can of something on the
So,
roof.
yeah, there's a can of monster rattling on the roof. Give me an aneurysm.
It was about 6-7 years ago, and they've got towards the front of the church. They've got front of the churchyard. They've got an avenue of trees. We were up there, and all of a sudden, I don't know what it was. There was just this air of panic that came over me, and I can't even
Powerful sense of dread.
powerful sense of dread. Yeah, but I can't even put my finger on what caused it. It was just like, I've got to step out of here a second because I just feel so uncomfortable. But at the time, I distinctly remember trying to rationalise it and thinking, what's made you feel like that? And I couldn't. It was just...
But that's how it is sometimes. It is like the term sixth sense. It is almost like that. It's
You
just
see
a
dead
feeling
people.
that you can't... Oh, shut up. It's just a feeling that you can't shift.
Well, I just thought of another place, like a throwback one, of when we went to Uplands Hotel in the annex at the back of there. Do you remember there was that like weird bed frame that was there?
Yeah.
And we would
Like
be
burnt
we
out
were
bed
standing
frame.
around it, and then everyone would get like an elevated sense of like a heart rate going up and like anxiety started building, and then it would hit the EMF would spike every time just after that. But we would like collectively feel it like and then it would do it.
Yeah.
It was
Which,
just weird.
and on that occasion, we were able to document that what we're feeling is in some way linked to
that, yeah.
something changing in the environment, with
Yeah.
either magnetism or electromagnetism.
Did we have something like that happen at the murder house? I feel like we did. But I don't know if that was just kind of sketchiness of the place itself trying to get.
No, we had the footsteps downstairs there, didn't we?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
that.
On the
Which
bottom.
again, that's another thing of like, it's any of the locations where, I mean, like Knoxton Hospital potentially again, like locations where you're in one place and the way to get out is over here, and you're hearing activity from that way.
where you need to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sophie,
Oh, wow.
you're very popular.
Of course I am.
Mr. Roger Dill.
He is a comedian.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Shout out his Insta.
I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'm pretty
Roger
sure
does
it's
comedy.
Roger does comedy.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know that?
He asked me to look.
He's currently in London at a gig, and he's watching us in the audience of this gig.
So
before
how
he
good
goes
can
on.
that gig be?
Well, I don't know. But yeah.
Lauren has said, I think it's weird when you can go to somewhere multiple times and get different feelings each
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, Little Corner is one like that as well. Like we were saying about like the fluctuations of stuff. It's
Yeah.
like sometimes it's just loads of stuff, sometimes nothing, and then over the years, like that can flip or go the other way. Is all over the shop.
Yeah, and it's like even when you say getting different feelings each time, we get different activity
Yeah.
each time as well. Sometimes we get none, sometimes will be more visually based stuff,
Sometimes it's audio.
audio based
Well,
stuff.
do you remember like Location X, where the entire history of that place is like the darkest stuff possible?
Yeah,
And when we went there, it was this really like weird.
almost the nicest experience I've ever had.
Yeah,
quite,
it's
quite
really
a comforting experience there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Should we play another clip?
Clips.
Okay, so we've got two clips of this place. This is somewhere we went, and I dare I say it, probably about 3 years ago now. It doesn't feel it.
Yeah, that's the other thing, that the time between.
Flies by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a moustache when we filmed this.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the Elizabethan house in Great Yarmouth.
Oh, this is a good one.
That was another one where like the atmosphere of the place and the sense in there just like changed.
But
Yeah.
when we done it, this place was pretty much unknown in terms
Yeah.
of paranormal.
Really?
Yeah, no. There'd been a few groups that had investigated there before, but
So
it
I thought
wasn't-
it was like a well known.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
it was
It is
through-
now.
Through Jamie
Through us.
from, originally through Jamie from Paranormal
Yeah.
Torch, but yeah, through us.
But it's become a bit more of a popular place, and we would have gone back there, but as it's become more popular, the price has gone up. So yeah, it's not viable financially to investigate there again.
It was
But
good though. It was
one of
good.
the best places we've been. A few people have said this is their favourite episode we've ever done.
That was one of the locations, one of the few locations we've been to. I say few, but there's been a few. But one of the locations we've been to where the activity was getting so intense, you almost start like, is this really happening?
Yeah,
Yeah.
questioning
Kind of
it.
thing. Like it's bizarre.
I mean, the 2 years of doing drama at college, Luke, really paid off in this episode. I
Oh,
will
yeah.
admit. I will admit.
Well, that was kind of how it started, because the room we were in was called the conspiracy room, and it was supposedly where people during the Civil War met to discuss, conspiring and that kind of stuff. So I thought, if I just talk in quite a grand, I'll talk about the royalists, because they were all parliamentarians.
It's like you're like method acting.
So I just
Yeah.
thought, and I thought that the language I'm using is not the language they used back then, so they could probably not understand it. I thought if I try and get a point across, then I'd become quite grand and say, the king will not stand for this.
You were kind of doing like the Zach Baggins firing them up, but in a
Yeah, and I just thought it's
Right.
something I've never done before, and I thought I'll give it a go, and it really worked there. And it was after that the activity started.
Yeah, kicked it off
like
big
in
time.
spades as
And it
well.
might
It's a
have
mad
just been.
amount.
I don't think it was what I was saying. I think it was just
How
injecting
you
that
say it,
intentional.
environment.
and the energy and the
But yeah, here is a clip from that. Probably again, I think this is one of our best captures we've had.
I can see the shadow.
What is it?
I don't know. It's literally moving underneath the door.
Is it moving now?
Yeah.
What it is?
Is it out there now?
That's so weird. Yeah, it's like something. It's like something just formed in the middle of the.
It's still there?
Oh! Open the door. Open the door.
You see, yeah. Oh my god, shit.
What?
There's nothing there.
What is that?
What is that?
There's no one here, nothing here. Is it on camera?
Yeah, I got it on camera.
There's nothing here. They were in the room down there.
They're down there. There's not.
No
one's up
come
here, are they?
upstairs, have they?
Yeah. No, well, no one's been up. You've been in another room, have you?
All we did is there.
We've been in that for the last 2 minutes going earlier.
Yeah, that was longer than 2 minutes ago the first time, wasn't it?
Well, we just had it happen just now.
Did you hear someone coming upstairs?
No.
No, there was like a shadow underneath the door.
It's like we've had 3 times like shadows walking backwards and forwards underneath the door.
Really?
We've just got it on video.
Cameras on here. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We literally
Filming the silhouette.
waited. I got close to the door, says it's still there. Open the door, nothing.
I mean, none of us have gone past here, so.
No, not even there. Like this is like against the other side
Yeah,
of the door.
so, yeah, let's.
Shall we do?
We had
You
the
didn't lift that up in front of that, did you? No.
we had
Definitely.
the
Well, shall we-
we had the door like slammed.
Why don't we
open as well.
put the camera in front of the?
Cameras on both sides of it?
Come round this side.
Well.
Check it.
Hang on.
That's
I was just thinking if we can go behind the door and then we can see where the shadow's created from. Then
What do you mean?
put the camera on the floor like you did before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the full spectrum's been on out here all the time, so.
Yeah, I think you were still in the room when it happened last. We returned to the room and decided to try and recreate the effect with myself walking past the door and Sophie and James inside the room, and this seemed to match up very closely with what we'd witnessed moving under the door.
So
Well, what do we think of that then? Yeah, easily I'd say one of our best captures. Again, it was another one of those ones where unless you had that camera running, you wouldn't believe what was seen.
No, I remember looking at underneath the door thinking like, there's no way I'm actually seeing that with my eyes.
Like you and I were laying on the floor,
Yeah,
looking
looking across.
under
Yeah.
the door.
I
and it
was
like,
standing up,
what?
so I couldn't see under there. So I was like, where my viewpoint was, I couldn't see under the door. But I mean, both of you saw it. You recorded it.
That's one of the ones of like of our top all-time captures. That's got to be up there
Yeah, and
because there's no explanation at all. There was no one out there. We were the only people in that upstairs of that building. Everyone else was downstairs.
the only thing that's come close to explaining it, I think, was what you put down as like throw it out there. Was it was a very windy evening? Could it have been the door rattling? And it just somehow created that shadow. But if the door's rattling, you would expect it the shadow to be almost as a line.
Yeah.
And it would go forwards and back on itself.
Not
It wouldn't be
left to
like
right.
and it's like in spots going along
Yeah.
as well. It's not like
I can't explain that. And I think the guys from Paranormal Torch were in a different room when we saw that. They just come out
they were
as
like
we went out.
underneath us. They were like on the floor below, underneath where
Yeah,
we
we
were.
tried to replicate it. None of the shadows created by the lights out there done it.
No.
The only thing that replicated that was if someone were walking past. But it was just, I seem to remember when someone walked past, it was a little bit more
thicker
and
Yeah.
a bit more deliberate,
Yeah.
but same effect.
Well, again, like that's even itself. Like, if it had been someone, the shadow would have been completely different from what we even saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, really weird. And that wasn't the end of it there, because downstairs, right near the end of the investigation,
It happened again.
no
I had it happen again under the door.
downstairs
Yeah.
we did, but it was when we came out to investigate what had happened out there.
yeah
Yeah.
This happened.
Are you alright, Eva?
Did any of you just come downstairs?
No. But we can do something coming upstairs.
What?
Well,
There's like a
I'm at the dance of it.
really loud noise in there.
Yeah, I heard.
But you turn the light on because someone's in there. I'll tell you. There's
Someone-
someone in there.
There was some people with you to come up the stairs.
There's no one down here.
And where?
We were
Take it
literally
off.
sitting in the front room bit,
Yeah.
and like
No,
clear
it's
as
like a
day,
really
like
loud
shadows
noise.
all moving outside the door, like someone's
You
wandering
need to
around. Me and
check
Luke
back
both
and
were just
forward.
standing there watching it.
Nice.
Check.
Yeah, I was out.
Sophie thinks she's just seen someone in the kitchen.
Well, I heard someone, but it sounded like a real person. Can I turn the light on?
Like no one moved any lights or anything down here.
Just want to check whether it's falling.
So weird. That was so clear.
Well,
That one picked it up. bloody hope so.
The sound that Sophie had just heard was indeed captured on the dictaphone we had left recording in the scullery, and interestingly, just prior to the sound, a strange breath can also be heard on the recording.
Did any of you just come downstairs? Did any of you just come downstairs?
Have we got more comments?
Yeah.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Yeah, that was another weird one. Again, we tried to go in there, find out what caused that bang.
Yeah.
It was such a strange, because I was back in the room, so I couldn't hear that noise.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it though. You heard it.
It sounded
But
like
yeah, we had the recorder in there,
It picked it up.
which is, we don't normally just place the recorder down somewhere.
No.
We
No, we
usually
don't.
place a camera down somewhere, because you think if you want to hear something, you want to see what caused it.
In fact, I can't even think of any other times we have done that.
No, for some reason we just said we'll put a recorder in this room just to see if we capture any EVP or anything.
I think it was to do with the floor. You could hear when someone a real person was walking. So we were like, if we hear any walking, that will
that
pick
may
it
have
up.
been it.
I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is a good room for picking up audio stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, and then we had that right at the end of the night, which was completely unexpected.
Yeah.
We've got a few more comments on here now. Rick Shaw said, my wife and I were driving into Balsham about 2 a.m. and saw a child standing in the middle of the road about 3 miles out of the village that disappeared suddenly. May have told you this before. I don't remember you telling us that story.
No.
But yeah, there's... it seems road ghosts is...
Road ghosts.
Road ghosts, yeah.
Thetford
With
is a
Robson
good one
Green.
for... Thetford is a good one for road ghosts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's road ghosts seem to be quite a common occurrence. We had a bit of an odd one. Driving back, I wouldn't call it a road ghost as in we didn't see, as you did, a figure standing in the road. But we were driving back about 2-3 in the morning through a village other side of Sudbury, and both of us saw a...
Oh yeah. I was trying to think where you were
Was
going.
I
This.
asleep?
No, you were in the passenger seat in the front, I think, and I was in the back, but I was like looking out the front.
It
You
was
were. I think you were wrong.
Probably.
It was
One of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
It was like a grey mist animal.
No, I wouldn't even say it was a mist. It was a solid thing.
Yeah, but
But it's because it was moving so fast.
it went across from right to left in front of the car, and it just went.
It was coming from a housing estate going into a park, like the opening entrance bit to a park. But it was the road we were going on was like a 20, I think. So we were going quite slow, and then this thing just like flew across the road.
It was like an
It must have
animal.
been like that. It was big.
Yeah, the only reason I say
But like faster than. Like, there was nothing that would move that fast.
the only reason I say a mist is because of the colour of it, and it just had that.
It was just like grey.
It had that. It was out like say animal shaped, about the size of I said a fox, badger
Are you sure I
kind of
wasn't
size.
asleep?
Yeah,
I don't know.
but it has that. I don't know. It had almost a wispiness about
the
it.
closest thing I could think that maybe what it could have been, but even then it doesn't make sense. It's if like a barn owl, a big barn owl, had come down from the trees on one side and then swooped across the road, but like at an angle where it could go just flat across the whole
The
way.
speed of it is like it is in
So
double speed.
fast, and it was like barn owls, like even their wingspan.
Yeah,
like,
this was bigger than
This
that.
was big, like. It was like skinwalker kind of territory, but the thing that like, I mean, we both saw it and we were like, "What was that?" The speed. It was like it couldn't. I mean, people might say it was a cat or something. It was so fast. It was no way.
I
it was a
remember
cat.
seeing it, and then I waited for
It took a second.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
You said it first. I
was
thought
like, "Do you see that?"
because it was like late at night. I thought I was just getting tired, and I thought I was seeing things. Weren't until you went. Did you see that? And I thought, oh shit, that was something.
That
then.
was real.
And it was the most bizarre thing. Just honestly, the speed of it in front of the car was. It was like it had been fast forwarded.
Yeah, and something. I mean, it's like something at that scale as well. It's like the only things that would be at that scale. Like if you think about like if a fox or a badger goes across the road, you can clearly see it's that and the speed it goes
A fox
at.
and a badger doesn't go that fast.
But it almost had.
It's like if someone shot a badger out of a cannon across the road, that would make sense. But like I have no idea what that was.
No, it was bizarre. And Vicky on here just reminded me of another encounter with road creature.
Road ghosts.
At Linton, we were driving back, and there was this, again, badger size.
So you saw with Vicky?
Yeah, it was like a bear.
Really?
Yeah.
Big?
Yeah, but like a miniature bear.
A miniature bear.
Teddy bear. I can't remember the full details of that. I remember seeing it, and it was like a skinny badger. Like, it was a height of a fox, but
Good
like
band
a skinny badger. I can't remember the details of it because that was going back quite a few
Near
years.
Linton?
But yeah, but it was one of those things I saw, and it's like, I don't know what animal that was, and it was, again, it was there, and then it was gone, and it was just like that.
Or did it have that speed like the other thing had?
No, it was normal animal speed. I wouldn't have said this was spectral as such. This was definitely an animal, but it was one of those where you look at it and you just think. And I've grown up in the countryside. I know.
What colour was it?
I think it was either grey or brown.
Was it like could it have been like a malnourished big cat or something?
It could have been, but it's bigger than it could have been a big cat. Yeah. Potentially.
Because they've been known to be out that way.
Yeah, it was just one of those where you looked at it and it's like the 2 or 3 seconds it was there for. I don't know what animal that is. No. And I know all the animals.
I know every animal.
So we got another few comments on here. Time and Tide has said the Elizabethan house was such a brilliant episode. Thank you very much.
Elizabethan house.
There's some good behind the scenes of that episode as well.
If it wasn't so costly, we'd probably go back there.
Yeah, 100%.
It might be one of those ones where we have to do it with another group.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say never go back, but I think if we arranged it, we could probably.
How many viewers were we at? 17. Who was that?
Rick Shaw said, I remember seeing you catch what looked like a figure passing a window. Can't remember where it was now.
Harwich.
Without Fort. Do you want to see it?
Wow, that's never happened before.
He's got that magic.
It was only 30 minutes after recording that a locked-off camera we had stationed in one of the rooms captured our first glimpse of one of the ghosts of the fort. We can tell that this anomaly appeared just outside of the window, as we created a similar effect when walking past earlier on in the recording. Of course, with 3 people walking around an enclosed area with infrared lights and torches that could easily create a shadow, we had to dig deeper and try and explain this. Luckily enough, we'd placed an exterior camera just opposite the room and were able to match up the footage easily by going when we initially left the room. Fast forwards to when the shadow was captured, nothing at all can be seen on the other camera, which makes no sense whatsoever. Despite this, it does rule out us creating the shadow, either by walking past it or with our camera lights and torches. This was a fantastic capture, and although creates more questions than answers, it would lead the way for what would prove to be a very...
There we are, that was the clip I'm assuming you went about.
Oh, what a good time to go back.
Yeah. That was Harwich Redoubt Fort. Again, that's a place I'd love to go back to.
We've been there twice, haven't we?
Yeah, that was the second time we were there.
That has been, as far as as sort of on the thing, as far as the way that a paid night runs, that was perfect.
Yeah,
it's like you go in, they show you around, and then they leave you to it.
Well, the second time they didn't show us around. They said, "Have you been here before?" We said, "Yeah." They said, "Right, come in, sign the paperwork.
Yeah. Here's the keys.
Here's the keys. Yeah, don't break anything. Drop them off when you're done."
Actually, Beacon Hill Fort's like that as well. They're a good one.
Yeah, there's some of the best.
It's something
ones.
to do with Harwich. They know how to do it.
Yeah. So we've also heard. Got Rick and Havoc said just got in from work, so I'll have to re-watch.
Yes.
Oh, you've missed so much gold.
Hope you had a good day at work. But yeah, once we've finished the live, I'll upload it as a video. So anyone that's missed it,
does it automatically do that on YouTube?
I think I've got to push a button.
Oh right, okay.
Can you manage that?
Well, it depends what button.
As long as it's not a big red one, we'll be all right.
Rick Shaw said, I have heard about sightings of strange mist shapes. My mother saw something like that, and it was in Linton a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know whether it's because when you're driving, all you can do is look out.
What, that
Yeah.
you notice more stuff?
Yeah, there's no other distractions. All you can do is look out the window. So whether that's why you notice a lot, and especially around in the countryside, you've just got...
But that's like Lauren and her
Land.
mum had the big blue wall thing in the middle of the road.
Wall?
Yeah, it must have told you about that.
No, this is new.
Oh.
Do tell, please.
Oh, I'm sure I've told you about this. Like, Lauren and her mum were on the back roads out near Headingham. She's probably watching, she should probably clarify. I think it was out near Headingham way. And on the country roads, they were going along one of it, and just, there was like a big wall across the road that was like a sort of neon-y blue colour.
Right.
And they just carried on driving, both saw it, and like drove through it, and it just sort of disappeared.
Like a wall of...
Just like a wall
light?
of light, yeah. Like across the field. Like the only thing I could think that would be is if there was, if you've got like tractors in the field from a distance, if it's foggy and then they're like towards the edge of a hedge or something, like it's cut off across the road. But they reckon it was like a neon wall
I was
of
going
light.
to say, to describe something as a wall of light, because a wall...
Laura, if she's watching, she'll probably comment.
Yeah,
and
I was going to say,
clarify.
because like wall implies something that has a substance.
Yeah, they said it was just like a
Whereas
barrier.
otherwise you'd say a stream of light or a fog or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to my site, and Vicky's just confirmed it was badger size, but they look the wrong shape.
So like,
The wrong badger.
yeah.
Yeah, that was really odd. Rick Shaw says Harwich. Yes, that was quite convincing. Yeah, again, as I say, Harwich has probably been one of our... Just because of the convenience of it and how well they sort of run things there.
Well, it's also the thing of like, with that apparition figure, whatever, at Harwich, that's the sort of collecting that as evidence or capturing that as evidence. That's the sort of thing, like, if you watch it on Nuke's Top 5 or something, like,
Yeah.
I would like watch it back and go like, they must have faked that. There's no way. But like
Yeah.
being there in real
flesh.
life, in person,
IRL,
I was
yeah.
like, no, we actually captured something. We captured a figure on camera that we can't explain.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
all this stuff.
We even
is
tried
real.
to
Yeah, try and like recreate it.
recreate it by, you know,
And it
casting-
moves so fluidly as well. It's not even like it has like the step of something. It's just like across.
Yeah, yeah, almost like it's on a Segway
On a
or
dolly.
something. Yeah, yeah.
Segway.
do
On a
ghosts have
skateboard.
segways? Is that a thing? Do you
Probably
reckon?
not a Harwich
They
Road.
will do by the time 2060 comes round. All ghosts will be on segways.
Yeah, Lauren's replied about the wall of
Frightening
light.
thought.
It was electric blue, semi-transparent. That was around 10 to 12 foot tall, about 20 foot wide. We
Yeah.
just sat in silence in the car trying to process it.
Yeah.
So again, that's the fact it's got an edge as well.
Yeah.
A stream of light usually kind of tapers
It's
off.
like-
or,
I think, like I said before, it was like almost like when you get to like the edge of a map on a game. It's just like the wall
Yeah.
of where
Yeah.
you can't go
Yeah.
through, but they just drove through it, and
Well-
then they were both like, "Did you see that?"
we're more or less certainly living in a simulation. So I've no doubt that.
Do you need to go to the toilet?
No. I was sighing. I was sighing because we're living in a simulation.
Well, it's almost been. It's more likely than not we're living in
Yeah.
a simulation, and the chances of that simulation having
Glitches.
or breakdown in how it runs, which could be what ghosts are, you know, and things like that. The wall of light could just be where something's not quite rendered properly.
Somebody's got to do something with the graphics card. And
Yeah,
it's-
it just well, everything trips up
Update the
technology wise.
drivers.
So,
yeah,
on
yeah.
Earth.
They've got too much memory. They need to put another gig in or whatever.
yeah.
Look at you talking about computers.
So yeah, I
I
think
know about computers.
I think we're going to be going for about another 10 minutes. So if anyone's got any questions they'd like to pop
Get
to
them
us,
in now.
Get them in
Yes.
now.
Have we got more clips?
Oh, we have. Should we put another clip on?
That felt like when
Yeah.
it's Christmas. It's like,
Should we
so
have
many
another,
more
should we have another
presents.
fact?
What's the clip? What is this location?
So I'll tell you what we'll do.
guess the location.
We will do.
I think the next live that we do, we should play some of the farts.
What, live in the studio?
No!
Oh, okay.
Some of the behind the scenes ones that we've captured, because I think that'd be really entertaining.
So,
Well, just like rack up a whole load of like outtakesy stuff.
Yeah.
so this is RAF matching, another RAF
Oh,
base.
is this the one where you scream like a little girl?
This is one where I.
No, this is where he like. I always think the way that Luke jumps back on this, he looks like like someone fencing when they like jump away.
So this is number. Yeah. this was a bit of a creepy one for me.
I'll put it on the chair. Good luck. Oh, there's a thing hanging there.
There was something there.
What? What?
There was just something there.
Where?
At that doorway.
Should we get out?
I can't see anything at the moment.
Right, I'll come in and grab the camera and the millimeter.
No, not.
The box is still outside, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going yet.
You're not going there?
I need to find out what that was.
What do you see?
I didn't see it. It was like something big just ran towards me. What I heard was captured very clearly on the camera's audio and sounds like somebody breaking into a run, the sound of their feet even scuffing on the floor.
Whoa. So yeah, that one did make me jump. And again, another RAF base, another place that's tied to the war that seems to have hauntings. I have just got to nip out quickly. I think I had someone at the door.
I would say it's more likely that clip has scared him so much he has got to go and...
It brought back some memories.
Yeah, he's got to go and
PTSD.
change his pants.
What a good noise he made though on
He
that
did.
one.
And watching that back, actually, you were right with the whole fencing thing. That was
Yeah.
very like,
It was
that's
like
exactly
on
what that looked
guard.
like. Yeah.
But I remember with that especially as well, like when that happened and he screamed, and I was kind of like, yeah, should we leave
But
now?
that-
Because whatever had happened, do you remember something happened just before when you had the figure
it
run
was
up to you or
like-
something come up to you?
Well, no, so
well,
like,
it was a head round the door.
halfway in that like doorway bit, it looked as if there was a head that had like peeked round the corner.
Oh, it's the ghost of Christmas past.
No.
Make sure I can't say I'm. It's a bit obscene that poking
Are you
out.
going in the middle? Where are you going?
It's Father Christmas.
I just wondered if you'd like to ask a ghost any questions.
Have you just pulled that off the bed?
No matter where I got this from.
I like he's still got the sunglasses on.
Just wondered if you'd like to ask a ghost any questions.
What, us?
Yeah, when did you last wash?
Have you heard of an iron?
About 300 years ago, if you must know.
Oh. How has it been down in hell with Epstein?
You can't say that.
Well, you've been looking for me for 15 years nearly, and you've always all you got to say.
Oh, no. Okay. So, what happens when you actually die?
Well,
Ha! 15 years I've been waiting to ask that
Think,
question.
ghost.
You can't even answer
You've
it.
had time to
well,
think.
it's almost like the pleasure beach at Yarmouth. You've got many selections of different places you can go. I chose to stick around.
Why? Have you got some unfinished business?
I thought it'd be fun at the time, but it's again, once you got the wristband, you're just kind of stuck with it. I had to stick around, and you lot keep pestering me.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if we spent the last 15 years chasing one ghost?
If we spent the last
Why?
15 years chasing that,
Want my money back?
does Luke know you're here, by the way? Because he went to answer the door and you never came back,
Yeah.
Mr.
Well,
Ghost.
I think Luke would actually be really interested in speaking
You asked
to
what
you.
happens after you die.
Yeah.
I like the fact because he's got.
Is this the... It's the ghost of Luke. Hence the sunglasses.
Oh god, we should probably be a bit worried
Oh
about he
my
just
God.
died at the front door.
To be fair.
I like that this ghost has got around the fact that he's got no ears and he's tied the sunglasses onto the back of his head.
That don't think he was planning on pointing that out.
What, the ghost?
Yeah.
It was a rust costume. Goodness me.
Costume?
Is it not a real ghost? Is that not a real ghost?
I don't know. Ask the skeptics. I bet they won't believe this, will they?
Wait till I tell my dad about this.
Shadow Paranormal 2025, real ghost captured on camera.
Yeah, no one's going to believe
Nuke's top
it.
5. Yes.
Ghost captured on live stream.
Which I think is actually a nice statement we're making here, that people could actually have a go sit down for a chat and
Ghost,
no
you
one
need
would,
to cover up your arm.
and no one would believe it. I thought I was getting a chill.
Ooh. Just make sure they're on.
It doesn't matter if
There
they're
we
not
go.
on straight, does
But
it?
you didn't wake
He's
up.
got no eyes.
You didn't wake up this morning thinking he was going to be dressed in a ghost, did you?
Could you imagine if somebody tunes in for the last 10 minutes and just sees that?
Our subscriber count is dropping rapidly. But yeah, I was going to have a look and see if we've got any questions from anybody, but
How
I
many
can't.
beers have I had?
Can you see the questions, James? Because I don't think he can.
What, dyslexic ghost? Where are we up to? So, Rick Shaw, RAF Parham, Suffolk is supposed to be haunted. That's a good one. Lauren has been there before. She said that's supposed to be a good... We should go and pop along there at some point. I think she said the cinema there is quite spooky.
Oh, the one with the cinema, yes.
Yes. What else we got on there? Vicky says, did I miss the guest? No, you didn't miss the guest.
Guest is here.
The guest is who? Suffolk Spirit Hunters. Try and get along to RAF Thought Abbots. It's a great place to investigate, although didn't get a huge amount there.
Worth a go.
Never
Thought
heard of
Backwards,
that.
I have
How do
heard
you
of
spell
it.
Thought Abbott.
I think I may have heard that from one of Suffolk Spirit Hunters' videos. I think is where I've heard of that place.
What, you watch Suffolk Spirit Hunters, Mr. Ghost?
Oh yes, well I'd like to support my friends.
Nice.
I'd like to show my support.
Trying to see if you can see any past family members on there.
Yeah.
Rick and Havoc says, I've been rushed at before. I think I screamed just like that, actually. I wouldn't be surprised. That is quite a good scream.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's so many. Oh, my God, this is good. Rick Shaw, I'm lost for words. Rick
So
and
am I.
Havoc sends laughing emojis. Lauren says, get your camera out, chaps. Footage.
Oh God, yeah.
Rick
we need
Shaw
a camera. Where's
says,
your camera?
what's next? I think he's tired of this. Obviously means what's next for what we're doing.
Yeah. What's next? I think. Well,
Heaven for him?
well for me, yes, it's either yeah.
So, are you currently in purgatory then?
I'm in the studio.
He's
at
in
the moment.
Abbeville. Which is
Ducks
probably
in
just...
our location there,
Oh, yeah,
James.
good luck finding us.
Yeah.
Like a whippet.
Yeah. So what's next? I'm assuming in terms of what's coming up on our channel.
Yeah.
So as I say,
He's part of the crew now, I guess, Mr. Goat.
well, you know, I'm
Well, it's the ghost of Luke.
I run,
Luke
I
knows
run, I run
what's-
the admin.
He's a ghost of the... He needs a hat on.
Are you gonna get a hat?
Yeah, get a hat.
I
There we go,
yeah. So at the end of December, we've got
That's better. We're not there for the Ouija
oh,
board, now.
I feel at home. End of December, we've got
Actually, looks like.
the behind the scenes video coming
white
out, which
cosy
will be behind the screens, which is basically how we make Shadow Paranormal. So we've got I think it's about 45 hour video of how we make Shadow Paranormal. So that's coming out then.
That's going to be a good one.
and then
that's going to
next-
have a lot of that behind the scenes stuff.
loads of behind the scenes. How we go about editing videos as well. How about we go about actually filming it. And then
He's got some of his old hair.
January, and then January we've got the new series coming out. So we've got an episode every 2 weeks throughout the whole of 2026.
It's a little bit like having a conversation with the Elephant Man.
I'm a human being. I'm a ghost. But yeah, that is all from us tonight.
Oh, there's comments. There's comments.
Read them for me.
So it's Lauren says the ghost just replacing James since he got fired. Mickey says much better with the hat.
Right. Well.
Okay, so we're gonna do one last shout out to whoever we want to say hello to.
Should we go through everyone that's taken the
Yeah.
lovely time to
Yeah,
speak
everybody
to us
who's.
this evening?
Oh, the big reveal, is it? Or what's going on?
I think he's stuck.
He's got an arm.
He's stuck. Take the hat.
No, I want to watch this. Oh, it's like a butterfly coming out of its chrysalis live on camera. Oh my god.
There's a much...
There's not enough groaning going on. I'm trying to... Oh, back from the dead.
There we are.
The state of you. You
Yeah.
look like you're back from the
That's not the
dead.
last time I've heard
Whoever
that,
killed
is
him
it?
did a number on him at the front door. Jesus. Put the sheet bag on.
So yeah, massive thank Rick Shaw, Vicky, Lauren, Wreaking Havoc, Suffolk Spirit Hunters, of course Roger Dill,
Yeah.
Sophie's biggest fan. Who else have we had chatting with us tonight?
Hannah and Flo have been watching, but they're
Hannah,
not commenting.
Jim Lynn as well.
Yeah.
Baby Dean.
Time and Tide. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, been a really
Thank
nice
you,
evening.
everyone. Thank you, everyone. It's been wicked. It's good doing this again. We always say we need to do more
Yeah.
live stuff.
We'll do. I reckon we'll do one starter next year.
Yeah.
And then
We need to make up, wardrobe,